Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Pitch Points. Welcome to Football and Chills. Welcome to True City Fan. Welcome to everybody. We are all one, we're all blue. Welcome everybody to the show. Welcome, Patrick. Welcome, Adam, to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. This is great. We're just literally just taking over from your last show, the show, the preview of the RB Leipzig versus City from True City Fan. We're just going to continue on the discussion. I'm trying to download the discussion we had and continue on with that. I think we left up not being sure of what the formation was going to be. And welcome everybody to the show. If you're out there, subscribe, join us. Let's see who's there for us right now. Okay, good. Vader Games TV is there. Vader Games, are you available to join us? Let us know. We'll bring you in. The link is in the chat. Martin, the link has been sent to you. If you want to join us, you can join us. Cheryl, I'm assuming that's a lady, says hi. Must be one of your friends, Patrick. Assuming it's a lady.
Maybe, I think it's I think I've seen on the channel. Yeah, right.
Hey, Charlie. I hope you guys like my Aguero shirt. So the moment he retired, I got it framed. I hope you like it back here. I put it up here next to one of my favorite paintings of from Africa right there. Twisted, I see you. Welcome to the show. Thanks for everything, Twisted. Well done. Let's see who else is there. Which chat I have? No link, mate. Okay, let me make sure. Check your WhatsApp, mate.
It's in the WhatsApp group, the pitch point one.
Yeah, Martin, check your WhatsApp. It should be there. I believe I sent it to you. I'll just double check. Charlie says, I guess Charlie's saying hello to Martin. Yeah, Host City. Let's see. It's not here. Make sure I send it to him. Make sure everybody's on so they can join us for this too. But I thought that was a great discussion, Patrick, the one we had on the show about Leipzig and what to expect and what not to expect. How do you see that? How do you feel about the lineup that we talked about while we're waiting?
Like, look, to be honest with you, the lineup is great. To be honest with you, as we always say, no matter whatever lineup we put up, we will never get it right. You get my point? It will never be the lineup that Pep is going to put. So at the end of the day, we just always hope that whatever we put out, we'll be able to get it right. That's all I hope for. So it's never.
Patrick. Martin, I've sent it to you. Just check.
No, that's fine. Yeah, all I'm saying is you can never get it right, and you can never know if it's right. You get what I mean? So it's all good.
Yeah, let me share what we're talking about. Can you see my screen, everybody? See what we're talking about? This is the lineup that we all agreed to. At least we're still debating from True City Fan that the lineup for tomorrow with Edison in goal. And let's just talk about this Edison issue first of all, Patrick. I saw your poll on Twitter, and
yeah,
I think it was a good idea to poll that. I think the results are coming in, right? I think the majority of City fans.
Yeah, the results came in. I didn't check an upgrade, but the results came in. I think other people don't have the guts to do it, but I was like, you know what? Let me do a poll and actually see that do people actually think that Edison mustn't be our first choice keeper? Like, do people genuinely think that? So that's why I left the poll there, because the poll will decide. Even it was retweeted by a few City accounts, so obviously I'm pretty sure it reached a few people. It hasn't finished yet, but just an update on the poll. Where is the poll? Just an update on the poll, right? So far, it's got 493 votes so far. Edison 51.1%, Ortega 41%, Carson 7%.
Oh, you can just discard Carson because Carson is basically just a joke, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to remove the logo for the pitch points because it's hiding your face.
Okay, let me take my face away then. My face is too big. My big face. Let me take it away.
No. Or you're gonna have to switch Martin with yourself because Martin is not on camera, or Adam.
I'll just remove the logo away. That's fine. Let's go to graphic. Let's move my big face away and take the logo away, and the logo is gone. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All done. So you're saying about the poll? Go ahead.
Oh no, the poll. Edison is winning with 51%, so the poll is going well.
Are you surprised that it's that close, Adam and Patrick? Are you surprised it's that close? What's going on?
That it's That it's 41.4 for Ortega and 51.1 for Edison.
So the temp,
You know
it's a
it.
temp.
You know what it is, Carl. It's expected. Generally speaking, look. I don't want to seem like I'm a douchebag, but we have some reactionary fans. It's like a player who do. Yes, I'm not saying. Look, we're all human beings. At the end of the day, we all make mistakes. But why are people throwing their toys out the pram? Because when you ask them, name me a better goalkeeper that has is good distribution wise and shot stopping wise, the first name that they will tell you is bloody Allison, and then that's when I know you know that your ball knowledge is below par or your stupidity level is one of the highest. I'm sorry to say.
Oh, well, Adam, the question is, Martin, coming to you. Okay, you say Allison, right? Okay, go buy him. Go buy him.
No thanks.
You know what it
there's
was, Carl?
Ramsdale came out
Carl,
from Bournemouth and he's become one of the most stable
Carl,
keepers out there.
I had to go at somebody said because they posted a thing and they tagged Leo on the Leo guy on Twitter, and I said, if that's the case, you on Alisson saves, yeah. I said to him, if that's the case, then bloody become a Liverpool fan. He said, oh no, I'll be here before Edison leaves, and I'll be here after Edison leaves.
So
I'm gonna. Carl, can I just say on this
go ahead.
little debate? If we wanted a shot stopper, Joe Hart would have stayed at the football club. Joe Hart at the time was the best.
I also had issues with Joe Hart, to be honest. So everybody has had
Joe
issues
Hart
with somebody,
issues.
you know?
Joe Hart issues on his left-hand side, which we all knew.
Yep.
Now
So
the thing is, you can have a goalkeeper such as Joe Hart, who anyone remembers about 8 years ago went to White Hart Lane and he pulled off a man of the match performance, and it's wonderful and it's great. But people need to realise who our manager is. Our manager is Guardiola. What you are asking for, Manuel Neuer, I keep saying this, got lobbed. Am I breaking up? Sorry, mate. Can you hear me now? Manuel Neuer got done on the halfway line. That is the gamble you take. What's annoying me at the minute is Edison's saves are all forgotten.
Yes.
The save at Leicester when he tips the Tillman's free kick onto the bar. The save against Villa at home. The saves in other games. And it's becoming a bit of a scapegoat thing. And this is my issue. I don't mind criticism on a player. Even I will criticise Edison sometimes. But it's becoming a bit of an agenda and a scapegoat situation now. That's what I'm not liking. People are saying just drop him for Ortega. But Ortega makes mistakes. People forget Ortega was in a team last season that got relegated.
Well, let me ask a question, Martin. Let me ask it to Patrick and to Adam. How many goals did Thibaut Courtois concede last year in the Champions League from the round of 16 through the final? How many goals? So let's count. Concedes 5 against City at the Etihad. Concedes 2 against City at the 1 against City at Bernabeu, so that's 6. Concedes 3 against Chelsea at home, right? Concedes 2 against Chelsea away. Concedes 3 against Paris Saint-Germain. That's 12 if I'm counting. Am I mistaken? So this idea that you want a shot stopper, right, is actually just nonsense. Because I keep telling you that what this guy provides, case in point, Patrick, Arsenal, we played Arsenal twice. FA Cup, Premier League. What was the difference? Why didn't we score more goals at home? Why were we shaky in the game at home with Ortega and goal? You know why? Because Arteta knew that Ortega cannot kick the ball between the Holgate or Rob Holding and the goalkeeper. That little gap between the defender and the goalkeeper, Ortega's not good enough to find that gap with the distribution, and so we struggled.
Well, what happened on the first goal at Arsenal?
But the first goal at Arsenal, that whole goal comes from Edison playing the ball into what I call the space where there's question for the Arsenal defense. Do I go? Do I stay? Forces an error. De Bruyne's on it, and it's a goal. First goal. Ortega does not do that. So this thing that we want to short stopper, you want De Gea? Go get De Gea. And let De Gea build out the play and let him get pressed, like we're being pressed. And let's see what happens.
Carl, what happened at Wembley last year when Stefan got pressed?
Jesus, it was a disaster.
Stefan is
So
now
what did Mane
he
do?
can't even get into the team.
But
Guys,
the
do you
question,
want us to get on with the UCL? Because if we stay on Eddie, we'll stay for a long time. You're frozen. Am I down frozen?
I'm in there, but again, we'll talk about. I mean, so for me, it's just something I heard today, I've seen today, and it's like, come on, guys, come on.
Oh, he's also trending on Twitter.
So who do we want? So you want to get rid of Edison? So who do you want to? You want Ortega? So when Ortega messes, what are you going to do? Oh, let's bring Edison back. Why is this fan base so reactionary?
He did nothing wrong at Nottingham.
Anyway,
Nothing wrong. No goalie saving that. I don't get it. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah. Let's move on anyway.
I think if somebody's blaming him for the Nottingham Forest goal, then that person is just an agenda agent. But anyway, let's move on with the UCL. Yeah. Where were you?
So is there anything we want to change here? Is there anything else we want to change here?
I don't know. I just feel like this whole let's do inverted wingers or let's do this thing. I think we have to just stick to something. I don't think seeing Bernardo as a left back against the Leipzig team. Werner is being played out wide. Kunku plays out wide. I wouldn't like Bernardo Silva to be put in that position. And you could check when he was put into his best position against Arsenal, he was relieved and he looked like he was happy. This whole, even Pep said in the interview, I don't know if he was joking with Amazon. He says, my experiment has to come to an end. That's what he's saying.
Well, here's a question from Twisted, where he says, what do you think Pep will identify as Leipzig's weakness? So we talked about this on Patrick's show. There are two areas where they are weak. They're weak in the wide areas. So their fullback areas is where they're weak. So when I watched the game against Madrid and against other teams, against Bayern Munich, they always got to them in the wide areas because they commit those players forward. And they transition quickly. And the quicker you transition, the quicker you get transition. Right? If you think about the game we played against them, the 6-3, right? The wide areas where we had a lot of joy, out wide, with, I believe it was Grealish, who scored his first Champions League goal from the wide areas. Mahrez scores a goal from the wide areas. So those are the areas in which they are weak because we attack those areas. Where they are strong, where we should be careful of, is in the central areas, that midfield area, because they're really strong at counter-pressing in that area. They attack with 4, they press with 4. So they don't give you time on the ball. They attack you, which is why a player like Edison, who can launch the ball from the back of the line all the way to the front 3, like Haaland, is critical. And
can I just ask a quick question, Carl? And it's something that Charlie brings up. I'm sorry. It's something I do agree with. Pep doesn't do things by accident. Now, he's done this with Bernardo 3 games on the bounce, which tells me it's something he wants to do for the time being. So that's why I'm not sure about the back 4. Not because I'm not saying it won't be more stable and it wouldn't suit better for Leipzig. I just look at Bernardo, 3 games at this invertedness. I'm not sure. I think he may actually do it again.
My only the reason why I doubt it is because in all the group stage games he's played a 4. He hasn't done the 3. And that's what's giving him.
Yeah, but that's before he started this also funny 3. I just hope, I'm telling you, Martin, he might do it, but I will be asking for trouble. We'll be asking for trouble. We better be ready, because what's going to happen is, do you remember how Bernardo was struggling against Saka, where he had to be tackling him and go to yellow? You must know Kunku. People might hate me to say this. I think I rate Kunku more than Saka. Kunku is trouble. And Kunku is trouble. And you know what happened to us last time against Leipzig. He scored 3 himself.
Yeah, and Kunku is not 100% fit, though. That's the only issue. I don't think he's ready for that level. He played 20 minutes the last game, and so he's come back from injury. I don't think he's fit. I don't think he'll play 90 minutes. Especially at that level, he may struggle. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll see. But
I've got a question for you. You know, would you play Alvarez rather than Mahrez in this game? So on front 3 or Foden on the left, and Haaland in the middle, and then Alvarez on the right. Would you do that?
I mean, I could, but will the manager do that? Probably not. Mahrez is a Champions League guy, right? Mahrez is the one who knows how to navigate this competition pretty well. Who knows? I doubt that he would put Alvarez in for Mahrez. I would like to see it. I think that you need to give the fullbacks of Leipzig a question to answer, and Alvarez gives you the unpredictability of being direct. Mahrez has that one-dimensional view of cutting back on his left foot. So we all know it, right? I mean, Martin, what do you think?
I don't think. I think he does start Mahrez and Grealish. I don't think you can drop Grealish at the moment. You just can't drop Grealish at the moment. The guy's on form. You just can't drop him.
Martin, the only problem with Grealish is goals. We need goals. We don't need control. We need goals in this game. That's my worry. We need goals. And if you don't score goals enough in this game, if Leipzig score a goal against us, we're in trouble.
I look at Foden on Wednesday night and on Saturday, and I don't think he'd have played 90 minutes if he was going to start this game on Wednesday. I know 89 minutes or whatever he played. I just don't think he plays all that. I think that's too much. And Pep's comments afterwards on Foden, he's had some comments about him that he needs to calm down, he needs to relax. He's telling me he's not going to start in this game. He's telling me that he's still building him up, because he's not criticised him, but he's come out and sort of said, like he did with Jack, he just needs to relax, refocus. And I just don't see Foden start. I don't see Alvarez starting. I think he goes back to tried and trusted in his head.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the games that we've talked about. I think, again, for the Leipzig game, if we're at it, we win that game. If we are sloppy and we lose the ball in the central areas, we get beat. Simple.
And if we go there thinking that, we're just here to beat Leipzig, I think we're in for a surprise. We're in for a surprise. So we have to be extra careful. Obviously, guys, the times that have been shown here are from America. They're not the times in England. So bear a minute. Those are not the English times, but anyway.
And we'll talk more about City Leipzig on the Mancunian way later this evening. So join. This is part 3 will be the Mancunian way, where we'll talk about Leipzig versus City. We've done it at True City. We're going to do it this evening again on the Mancunian way. Follow him. Make sure you're ready at 10 p.m. UK time. We'll be there again to talk more about the game, our game. But generally, looking at the other games, the 2 games tomorrow that I'm really looking forward to, guys. Liverpool, Madrid, Frankfurt, and Napoli. I mean, this game, Liverpool, Madrid, guys. I mean, we just found out today that apparently FSG are not going to sell Liverpool. Now, if you remember,
never were.
Adam, what did I say, Adam? What did I say about this deal?
You were saying to us that and Martin were pretty much telling me that it's just an investment, partial investment, where they want to sell a stake of the club.
They didn't read the statement.
And let me explain what's going on for those who don't understand. And we talked about this so many times, right? When they bought Liverpool, they bought it for about £300 million or so. This was years ago, whatever it was, about that money, right? Chelsea got sold last summer for what, 2.5 billion. So when you compare clubs of the same size, etc., right? So Liverpool's probably worth around 3 billion, right? They can offload a share of their shares of their equity based on the current valuation. Let's say they give off 10% or 20% of Liverpool, right? They invested 300 million. They give out 20%. The valuation is 3 billion. They make 600 million pounds for 20% equity. They double their profit that they've made. They're not going to sell the club. They're never going to sell the club. No. And we kept saying this time after time. From day one, I was convinced they're not selling the club. It makes no financial sense.
It was a Silver Lake job. This is what they were after. And going back to that statement, Cam, me and you said this from day one. They never read the statement. What they did was they read what they wanted to believe. They basically looked at a statement and went, they're after, and it says partial. Talks about investment into the club. Doesn't state we are selling the club.
Right.
It never mentioned putting the club up for sale.
Right.
And then someone on Twitter, I won't name him, went really big on it, started doing a load of spaces, started telling everyone by the 8th of February this is getting sold. Everyone believed it.
Yep.
And then it's like the United thing. Everyone's jumped on the United bandwagon. The Glazers have never once come out and said we're selling the football club. And then today it's come out that the Glazers are now only technically, because after doing the exact same thing, like Cal just said, why, if you are making hundreds of millions, why would you sell the thing?
You know what it is, Martin? You know the company, Elliott Management, the team that loaned out the money to what's his name, the AC Milan owner, the Chinese guy, but he didn't repay them, and then they took control of AC Milan. That's what they made a proposal to United, where per se we will give you a set amount of an agreement, and then what that will be is per se for the training ground. You know, you fix the training ground, the stadium, everything, but it's just a partial investment. It's not for the whole of the club, you know.
Well, let's look at this game tomorrow. Let's look at the game tomorrow. The head-to-head. Madrid have lost no games to Liverpool.
Yeah, they just slap Liverpool always.
I mean, this is crazy, right? Think about it. They've lost no games to Liverpool. It's just.
I think that changes tomorrow.
You think that Liverpool win?
Yeah, I just think Madrid and Liverpool they've swapped. They've suddenly swapped. Liverpool have just suddenly found form, and Madrid and Ancelotti have just done the opposite. And it's like, what? It's a bit weird how they've swapped recently. I think this is coming at a bad time for Madrid. It's coming at a good time for Liverpool. I don't think it'll be a massive win. I think it'll be a very narrow win. But I do. I was adamant Madrid were winning this all day long. But Liverpool have just suddenly found a little bit of form.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I don't know where.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, about Madrid and Liverpool. Liverpool at best still fail Madrid, which was also at their worst.
Right.
Martin. Like, somehow Liverpool have this mentality thing against Madrid. They just lose somehow. Just makes me laugh. Like, even Liverpool, the best Liverpool failed to beat the worst Madrid. Anyway, maybe you're right. Maybe it might flip tomorrow. But
it's kind of like Tottenham versus City, right? The Tottenham ground, right? We always lose. We always lose there, right? It doesn't matter what.
Yeah, it's just that I don't get the thing with Liverpool and Madrid. Like, Madrid be at their worst, but they still find a way to beat Liverpool. I don't know. Anyway, you might be right though, Martin, that tomorrow might be the day, because it looks like Madrid has gone down and Liverpool have found form.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
You know why we lose at the Tottenham ground? It's because Yaya Toure works there.
No, that's the only reason I do see Liverpool winning. It's at home, and Liverpool Champions League nights. It's the only time their crowd do come alive.
Are you looking forward to Vinicius versus Nunes
by no play? I think he's got a knock or something.
Yeah.
Or a short shoot.
I mean, let's look at the injury list, right? The injury list is very clear. It's Diaz is out, Thiago's out. Nunes is doubtful because he has a shoulder injury. He probably will play. Probably give him some jabs. Tchouameni's out. Kroos is out. Ferland Mendy's out, and then Benzema is doubtful. He'll probably play tomorrow. But looking at this, man, I mean, you have Valverde, Benzema, Vinicius, Dani Ceballos, Camavinga, Modric, Carvajal, Militao, Rudiger, Alaba.
I think Benzema is also a Benzema. Is it Toni Kroos? I think, and Tchouameni might not play. There's a bit of a iffy that Benzema, Tchouameni, and then might not. Yeah, Tchouameni is out. Yeah, so but Camavinga is good enough to run that midfield. To be honest with you, even Dani Ceballos has been incredible. Dani Ceballos has been incredible for Madrid.
I mean, if you look at this midfield, look at this midfield versus Liverpool's midfield, right? Fabinho, Bajcetic, and Henderson versus Modric, Camavinga, and Ceballos. I mean, the midfield on Madrid is superior.
Yeah, they win the midfield battle, and not forgetting that Gomez and Matip are in the back line this time.
I think Van Dijk is back, right? So he's going to play.
Van Dijk is back from where?
Yeah,
if I mean, he's back.
Wait, he's back from where? When is Van Dijk
back? He's back.
He's back.
Yeah. He was out. He came back for the Newcastle game.
No way. Is he back?
Yeah, he's back.
Mm-hmm.
Is back fit playing or just back?
He's fit playing. He played against Newcastle.
Ah, I didn't see that. Wow. Then there's a change then. There's a change of things.
I mean,
Because
I'm only saying
Matip
they're going
and
to
Gomez.
beat narrow. Whether they'll beat them over the two legs, I don't know, because this is Madrid. Madrid are way off it in La Liga. I don't know how. That La Liga shot me this year. Barcelona have really shot me.
Well, I mean, all the champions are struggling this year, right? Think about it: Madrid struggling, City struggling, Inter Milan or AC Milan struggling, Paris struggling, Bayern Munich clearly struggling. They're all struggling this year. World Cup year, schedule's crazy. It's the motivation. It's different. It's just different. So this competition is going to add an extra layer to it. I think Madrid win tomorrow. I think they do. I think they win like 3-2 against Liverpool. I think that Trent versus Vinicius is going to be crazy.
I'm seeing a draw. I'm seeing a 2-2 draw.
Adam, what do you think?
I think Madrid will win. I see maybe a 3 or 4-0 win for Madrid.
4-0 at Anfield.
Wow.
4-0. Come on, mate. 4-0
at Anfield. Wow, they're gonna boo them off the pitch. Then they're gonna get booed off the pitch if they get battered 4-0.
That is some prediction, Adam.
We have some comments here. B Bobo Beep says Hendo Masterclass. Tari says, what does Tari say? Hold on a sec. Oh shoot, where is it? Tari, where are you? Charlie says Van Dijk started versus Newcastle. Yep.
Oh, I didn't watch the game, Charlie. I don't really care about Liverpool these days, so I didn't watch the game.
3-1. Tari says 3-1 to Madrid.
Yeah, big up to you, Tari. Liverpool haven't beaten Madrid since 2009.
Wow.
Tough times, man. Tough times.
Let's talk about the other game I'm keeping my eye on. Unfortunately, UEFA does this thing. They play both games at the same time, which is horrible.
What do they want? What do you want them to do? One at 5 o'clock, then one later.
I don't know, man. They got to figure out something, brother.
Because I thought I don't know. I would like that too. I would like some games too. But some games are gonna start early, isn't it? Some games always start early in the Champions League. This is changing. They always start. One starts at 5:45 or something. Then the other one starts late.
During the group stage, that happens. But in the knockout stages, they normally do 3 o'clock. Unless you are in Eastern Europe, let's say you're in Ukraine or something.
Maybe we should have Monday UCLs. I don't know, but I don't think we would because of the weekend.
That's why. That's why usually whenever there's a Champions League game, I'm using 2 devices. Maybe I'll watch it on my tablet, one game, and then the other one I'll use my phone or another device just to watch both games.
That's not a bad idea. It's having Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's not a bad idea. So if you have a game on,
but not with the Prem.
Monday,
the Prem are rubbish.
I don't think they can to the Premier League, right?
Yeah. So anyway,
the Premier League at Mondays.
This is a team that I'm keeping my eye on, Napoli, because they have been really, really good.
They're very dangerous.
They have been really good. I mean, they're blowing like their Serie A apart. They have some great players. You have our guy Kvaratskhelia, that number 11 who plays for Napoli that a lot of people want. Victor Osimhen, who Chelsea want or Chelsea fans want.
Nigerian baller.
Yeah, one of the guys who impresses me is this guy number 68, Martin Stanislav Lobotka. He is a baller, right? He's what Calvin Phillips should be for us, right? I mean, he's a proper player. On the other side, right? Go ahead, Martin.
Yeah, Napoli are on fire. I love watching them this year. I don't ever get excited over players because I don't think Napoli and us would sell each other a cold. Never mind anything else. But I love watching Napoli, watching the fans get so excited over everything. It's really great to watch. And they are the Terry City are apart at the moment, and it's great. Going back to the old days of Maradona and everything else, it's great to watch again. And they are one of my dark horses for this whole thing. They really are. I think they'll probably get to the final. As long as I want to avoid them at all costs if we get through.
I agree. I agree with that. Or at least if we play them, let's play them first away, and then play them on the return leg at home. But having said that, though, Adam, this Frankfurt team are a serious team too, Adam. I mean, they are a serious team, and they counter-attack really well. Any chance for them, Adam, against Napoli?
I could see them, but having lived there in Frankfurt and not far from the stadium, they play beautiful football, and their fans are one of the best. They're much better than Liverpool fans.
Yeah, Twister says Napoli could be the USL dark horses. I agree with you.
They are, and they're very dangerous,
Yeah, Tyrese, Napoli can definitely make it to the USL final. We all agree. Maybe, Charles, maybe to do, split screen. Yeah, so we do have that in the US where we can watch two games at the same time on split screens with the Paramount Plus that we watch. So we're blessed to have that. We have the ability to have that. I don't know if you have that in England, but we do have that in the US. Tyrese says if Tottenham can get to the UCL final, then Napoli can. I agree with you, mate. Osimhen has been so good. He has been excellent.
He's been good. The goals have been amazing.
Yeah, he has been really, really good. So, Patrick, any chance for Frankfurt?
There is a chance. There's always a chance. And Frankfurt is a team that plays very good football. I don't know if that team stayed, but to be honest with you, I think this game, people might think, oh, Napoli will just beat Frankfurt, but I think I'm seeing a draw in this game. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's do the last game here. And this game is one that nobody wants to watch except for me, because
why do you want to watch this game? Because this game is going to be bad.
Because I want to play one of these two in the next round. That's why.
Porto, I wouldn't like to play Porto. Oh my God, I hate that team.
I would. Porto. Oh, come on, Pat, you would.
They play poor football. They play aggressive, bad football, fouls. I don't want another Atletico Madrid. Remember what they did when they played against us, Porto? We battered them, but that other tie was pack the bus, break your legs, fight, rough. I don't know. I'd rather play Inter, to be honest with you. I'd rather go against Inter. I really wanted Inter in the draw. That's what I was looking for, Inter. To be honest, that was one of my teams I wanted to play against. I wanted to see us play against Inter.
What's the head-to-head, right? Head-to-head is Inter beating Porto twice. Porto have won once. That was a long, long time ago. They haven't played since that time.
Yeah, Pepe still plays for them. Yeah, he still plays for Porto.
In terms of the form guide, Inter drew one and then won one recently. They're not really, really good. They haven't been really good in Italy as well.
It's a mid-off. To be honest, it's a mid-off.
Yeah, they're second in the table, but they're way off the pace. They're 15 points ahead. They're like behind 15 points. That's just ridiculous. Just award Napoli the title right now.
Look at the Napoli WWW. I remember when that used to be City. WWW.
Yeah, but the Italian league is not nearly as. Italian league versus but it is what it is. So it's.
To be honest with you, if I'm being honest with you right now, that's another team we should avoid maybe until later stages. That's Napoli.
No, I agree with you. We agree with that. Definitely. But Porto are in good form, though, Patrick. Look at and let's see Porto's form. Look at that, wins all the way, W's all the way. And you may say, well, it's Portugal, but football is football, man.
Football is football. Where's Benfica? Who's Benfica playing, by the way?
Let's see, Benfica in the same league. They're actually ahead of Porto. Oh, Benfica played Club Bruges last week.
Did they win?
Yes, they won away 2-0. But look at that. Win. Only 2 losses all season. And if we look at the way they played in the UCL, let's see, Champions League. Let's see what they've done. Porto, they topped their group. Right? They played Bruges, Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid. The top. Oh, I remember that game versus Atleti was an exciting game. Only lost one. And they topped their group. So they're not in bad form. They beat Atleti. They're not in bad form.
Yeah, thank God those thugs were thrown out of the Champions League,
The Inter came second in the group. They actually knocked out Barcelona. Remember that? They locked at Barcelona.
Yeah, they did,
And they lost their last game against Bayern Munich. So this is a game that's going to be tough. I don't think Inter win this game, Patrick. I think tomorrow, I think that it will be a draw between the two of them because they all play defensive, they play back three. They're very, very defensive. They don't really come out to play like they normally do. And sometimes in UCL, that's what you need, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a very frustrating game, and Inter, I don't know, they never impressed me. They always think like the time when Inter was on fire and they won the league, I thought they're gonna go far, but they never go far. I don't know if Mr. Sweat, aka Lukaku, is back for this one, but I think he's been injured or out for a while. Latelo Martinez, I hope has his shooting boots on. It's gonna be a very cagey affair. You're right about that. Both teams very cagey. Pepe, violent man, obviously is gonna break a few legs. To be honest with you, I wouldn't sit down. I don't know about Martin and Adam. Sit down and watch Porto Inter. I don't know. I don't have time for that one.
It's the kind of game.
I'd rather see Frankfurt and Napoli.
Inter Porto is the kind of game where City have won their game. It's late at night. You're bored. You put on the TV and you watch it. Right. That's the kind of game.
Yeah. By the way, Lukaku is back. Daddy says Lukaku is back and he's been playing recently. So Lukaku.
Patrick, you should speak to Patrick. You should speak for yourself because I didn't even do nothing special on Valentine's. I know that sounds a bit of a harsh, but I was busy watching my Valentine's. How I spent it was watching the Champions League. I do nothing.
But are you watching Inter? Are you gonna be watching Inter and Porto?
If the game is interesting, then yeah, I'll continue watching it. But if I can see that it's boring, then
is Inter and Porto going to be played at the same time as City, or this Inter and Porto be after?
Same time.
I wouldn't bother.
I think all eyes are going to be on City versus Leipzig.
I don't want to spend. I wouldn't spend my electricity on Inter and on Porto.
Who's Bobby K, Patrick? One of your guys? He says, "Come on, you."
Yeah, big up to you, Bobby K. Bobby K is a Spurs fan. He's got a Spurs YouTube channel. He does content with his kids sometimes. Very good content, very exciting. Guys, go subscribe to Bobby K, Spurs fan. Big up to you, Bobby K.
Yeah, Terry says he's going to watch both games. He's going to watch the Inter game on his phone or his laptop. I think that's probably the right way to go about it. But anyway, that's our preview of the UCL games. We've talked about City in depth on True City Fan. We went into some details. We look at RB Leipzig's strengths. We look at what they're going to do, how they play, how we can beat them, what their weaknesses are, what our strengths are. We did a whole lineup and formation about the team that we should play against them, right? We've done the general UCL week this week. And then this evening at 10 o'clock UK, 5 p.m. US time, Eastern time, we're going to look again at the game with the Mancunian Way and the Veda games with Patrick and Adam again. So you're getting a treat from the content providers from both me, Patrick, Martin, Adam, and Veda Games on Everything City so far. So guys out there, I want to thank you guys for joining us today. One more thing. There's a game on Thursday, United versus Barcelona in the Europa League. Come on, Barcelona, kick these guys out. That's all I can say.
Another mid-off. Yeah.
Rashford is the best thing since sliced bread. All of a sudden, he's better than Haaland. He's better than Osimhen. All of a sudden, he's the savior of the world. I only heard that Rashford is better than Mbappe and should win the Ballon d'Or. That's what I'm hearing.
That's it. Marcus Ballon d'Or, Rashford. So I don't know. It's just
that's a lot of rubbish.
Yeah, I don't blame United fans. They have seen average for so long. They've seen average and they've suffered. So anything that comes out good, it's good. By the way, watch when Rashford gets his contract, just so I can tell you.
I'm not going to deny Rashford is on fire, and I've said it loads. I'll say it again. The only player I'd have out United is Rashford.
I agree.
I would have Rashford tomorrow, but I think Pep would absolutely up his game, and I'm quite good we've never gone for him. But hey, it is what it is. But the guy is in electric form.
He's very confident.
You know, the thing is, United don't worry me away. I'm confident on United winning away. It's when they go to the Swamp. If you look when United struggle, it's at the Swamp.
Yeah.
It's at the Swamp that the doubts start creeping in on them. And I don't know what it is over there. So because this one's at the Swamp, I fancy Barcelona to knock him out.
Charlie, that's what I'm also saying. I think Rashford is just playing for his contract. Just watch when he gets that contract. That's all I'm saying. Watch when he gets that contract.
On United, it depends what they want. Are United in a title fight? United are going to have to make a decision on Thursday night. Yeah. If they want to be serious in a title fight, they're going to have to sacrifice something.
Yeah, true. Hey, Martin, before we go, 10 o'clock UK, can you share your
Yeah, 10 p.m. tonight. We'll be doing a preview of the Leipzig game over on our YouTube, Mancunian Way, so everyone can come and join us. Carl will be there. Hopefully, Adam will be there. Vader's going to come on. Pat can't. Pat's not available, sadly. But we'll get Pat on another time. But yeah, come and join us. It'll be. It's a little bit different. It's not. We actually go into an analysis, but we also have a little bit of banter as well, a little bit of fun.
So make sure everybody joins 10 o'clock UK, 5 p.m. US time. I will be there as well. Today's a bank holiday in the US. I can spend time doing all that. Hope Pat won't be there, but at least and then Adam may do a space.
If only there was a bank holiday here and kids are not sleeping, I could have been there.
I know. Adam will probably have a space on Wednesday, pre-game space to talk about the lineup and all that kind of stuff. I'm just excited about this game. I want us to win this game. I want us to do well in this game. I want us to perform well. We perform well against Forest. We just need to be clinical, and I want us to do that in this game because I think that this may be an opportunity for us in this competition. If we get the lucky draw in the next round, all of a sudden, hey ho, we're in it, right?
PSG and Bayern will knock each other out.
Yeah, PSG, Bayern, one is going out. Liverpool, Real Madrid, one is going out. One of them is going to go out. We get a good draw. Chelsea, Dortmund, one is going to go out.
Yeah. The thing is, City are playing some of the best football they've played all season. Are they getting the results maybe they deserve? No. But if City weren't doing what they were doing, I'd have more worries. But City are actually playing really good football.
Absolutely.
They're creating loads of chances. I'm really confident. But I'll go into it more later on.
Well, Blue says, on thoughts on Foden, I know he bricked a chance, but that was a really good performance, man. You know what I liked about Foden's performance before we go, Brick, is the tempo of the game was good. The movement with Foden in the game was quick. He was unpredictable. He was good on the ball. He was quick. He was sharp, right? His touches were great. His finishing was poor. Maybe he was trying to get Haaland in. Maybe he was in two minds. But
I think it was confidence, though. I think that ball through was confidence. I think a confident Foden scores that.
I agree.
Because the keeper opened up. The keeper opened up this side. The keeper was more concerned with Haaland. So even the players were anticipated that. But I think a confident Foden scores. I had no issues with Foden in that game. To be honest with you, I had no issues with anybody in that game. That game was just, as I said, it was just a frustrating and annoying result. And I just felt that if we maybe changed and killed Nottingham Forest, we could have killed that game. But anyway, we move. But Foden was balling. Foden was balling. We saw what we were missing. We saw what we've been missing. I like him as a right winger. I don't know why people like him at the left. I like him as a right winger because he's more dangerous and he can cut in on his right foot, and all the time when he scores with his right foot, it's amazing.
Absolutely. And Adam is here. He'll have a space on Wednesday to talk about the lineup and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but guys,
sure.
10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern. Go to the Mancunian Way. I will be there with Martin and the crew. We're going to have some fun over a glass of wine, chat and talk about the game on Wednesday and all the other stuff that we normally talk about. But till then, God bless you. Stay blue, stay true, back your players, and we love you.